Is it appropriate? Is it happening? I think so. Okay. Just the seat here. Everything's all squeaky deaky. That's on live chat. That's on live chat. Any timestamps on you. Pause that so it doesn't make any sound. Okay. All right. I think I got everybody in here. Right. 2. Got that. Got that. Oh, we're going live. Oh, what's up? Hey, woo! Hey, everybody. Hopefully the microphone's working. It looks like it is. Sorry, the computer's having a hard time recognizing the microphone, so I kept unplugging it, plugging it back in, and then all of a sudden, it's there. Charity Tuesday. We're raising money for Toys for Tots. Woohoo! Last year, we did our record. Oh, you should probably... Why are you so tight? Okay. You should not be that tight. All right. Last year, we set a record at $8,409 with our Toys for Tots charity drive. And this year, we're pacing pretty well. We're at $780 before we even started the show. So you people are fantastic. We're 78% to our $1,000 goal for our 4th annual Toys for Tots charity drive. The first year we did it was the first year of the show. We actually did in December after Christmas, which didn't really help that much. So then we've been done in November the last couple of years, and we're kicking butt. Monkey butt. Don't climb on the stuff I need to mail. Just a reminder of my failings as a human being. For those of you who are new to Charity Tuesday, you can, if you're watching the show recorded version later, there still should be the donation button somewhere here, maybe there. And you'll be able to donate. Just send me a screenshot of your receipt, and I can add you to our raffle. So we will be giving away, this time we're out of 50-cent wish items. The last 50-cent wish items were given away. This time around, it is from the Michael Mystery Box. And the Michael Mystery Box has 24 items in it. We have no idea what it is. They gave me raffle tickets, and then there's a list naming what those things are, which I may reveal. They're all specially wrapped, so I don't want to like unwrap them and show people. I'm just going to, once I know who you are and where it's going, I will just tell you that you're getting, I don't know, anal beads or something like that. And yeah, so thank you for already. We're climbing. I'm seeing the donations fly by here right now, and I am gonna try and record everybody's names as they come through. Again, thank you so much for making what is going to be obviously another successful Charity Tuesday, because we are just flying right now. So, Monkey, anything to add? No? Floor Dog? Nothing? Okay, so what other news do I got? Oh yeah, GameStop flew to $32 today, went boink, and then bounced right off, and then went right back down again. Finished above 30. Cool. There's a combination of a couple things happening. One is gamma ramping, and 2 is the build up to earnings. So remember, they like to push things up on its way into earnings, except right now I think they're pushing things up a little too far. And you know, there's lots of fingers crossed. They're going to make some sort of announcement tomorrow, because there's only a half day of trading on Friday, which could really, really, really screw up market maker plans for anything at that point. So that's kind of where we're sitting. We're just kind of hoping something cool happens. The options are doing well. Not flying at the rate I wanted them to. I was really hoping for a Roaring Kitty update on Sunday, and then we'd be up at like $45 Monday morning. But that hasn't happened yet. But we're growing a little bit. We're working it. And maybe we'll get one this Sunday. Who knows? We'll have to pause decorating the Christmas tree to do a show. Anything else, Monkey? No, just dog on the floor. Dog on the floor. Charity Tuesday. How about the very special once a year Charity Tuesday Toys for Tots intro? Does that tickle your fancy?
Houston, we have a problem.
I was recording the names while they're flying by. Turn off the toys for tots. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Everything, all the intros off. I got to do my thank yous already because we're above $1,000 and we're 9 minutes into the show. We would have made this a successful Trader Tuesday. So the next goal is the record. Can we get another $7,390 in here? Let's find out. First off, Hungry Caveman was the first to donate. Marvin G, Red Lightsaber, Mark Adams, Chris and Christy, really, Inoch Friend, Wichita Sky Spy, Vera Nocum, Avocados, first name, last name, Tadalus, Alex Bishop, Martin Weiss, Sad Boy Incorporated, Julius Miami, Lone Wolf, Don Caesar Shadem, Wrong Conclusion, Jeff Chrisman, with a name like Chrisman, you have to donate to a Christmas charity, Sir Barther, Left-Handed Wave, and Murph and Turf Studios so far have jumped in there, and several anonymouses. We have the anonymouses are hitting it hard today, especially Canadian anonymouses. So thank you. We're a success. Yay! But I'm going to still keep begging you for more charity giving because 'tis the season, right? And Shiny Shirt Week. Tonight, nothing says Christmas like shiny little skulls on your body. So Shiny Shirt Week day 17? Wait. 14, 15, 16, 17. Day 18. Day 18 of Shiny Shirt Week. Shiny skulls. Shiny Shirt Week. Look at that glisten and glitter. Okay, well, we covered the GME thing briefly. I guess we'll talk, what do I expect to happen this week? If, for some reason, GameStop decides tomorrow to truly make Thanksgiving great again and do a spectacular, in-your-face announcement of some kind, maybe they're going to announce they're going to T-Zero. Maybe they're going to announce the suckers, haha, bye bye baby, and BBBY tickers, all ours, all along. Maybe they're going to announce another merger acquisition. Maybe they're going to announce buying Lego. I don't know. There could be a host of things they can do tomorrow that will seriously ruin the day of short sellers. Remember, this is leading up to earnings. Earnings is on Tuesday, I believe. So if nothing happens, if they don't do jack, we'll probably see quite a bit of gamma happen Friday anyway, as they close, putting a bunch of shares in the money, and then Monday morning into Tuesday should be pretty spicy. Now, short sellers may be sitting on the shares they've borrowed in order to hammer it down. No matter what the earnings report is, they'll just hammer it down after hours, hoping to take everybody with them. The TA people still think that Friday can get up to like $79 and that next week can get up to like $130, $129. Again, TA is just astrology for dudes. But so far, we're getting the gamma. We're getting huge volumes today. Volume was, I think, the highest it's been all of November. And I forgot to look up options chain today. Boing. GameStop options chain. I don't know why this thing. I told it to make everything dark, and dark mode is not working on Google here. Do I have to do it for each window? This is really annoying if I have to do that. How do I settings? I go to crap. Well, you guys are stuck not in dark mode right now. I'm sorry if you're watching this at home and all of a sudden you're going to get blinded, but bam. Okay, nothing happened. Where did Chrome go? I had this. There we go. Okay, so everything's bright. I'm sorry. I'll have to figure out how to get dark mode back. I mean, the bars are all dark, but the screens are not. I should look up what Max Payne as well. GME Max Payne? Where are we sitting for Max Payne right now? Jimmy Max Payne. Max Payne. Max, just tell me what Max Payne is. Max Payne's $25 at the moment, so we're $5 above Max Payne. So, $25 is sitting here. 5,000. 8, 9, 10, 11, probably 13, 17, 18, 19, 24, 25, 26, 27. And then those magical 30s, 29,000 of those. So we're at 59,000 options. So that's 5.9 million shares currently in the money. Delicious. Where's the next big push? Probably 40. Yep, 16,000 at 40. So we can add another 20, 30, 40. Probably another 5 million shares if we somehow get above 40 by Friday. This 5.9 million, that's enough right now to make things really interesting on Monday. We did get up to 32 today, which pushed another 5. Almost another million shares in the money. So cool drool. This is the deliciousness that we want. And if they do some sort of crazy announcement and then everything goes bonkers after hours on Wednesday, so long as Ryan Cohen doesn't dilute this Friday and they let things go crazy going into earnings, special things can happen. I'll tell you what. It's gonna be delicious. It's going like a week behind schedule from how I figured it would go, but you know what? It's getting there anyway, and the volatility is what we want. So, all right. To your chats to keep me on task here. Andrew Dowell was first, and he was first to thumbs up. Copy paste was I was here, but now I'm gone. I left this post, so I live on. There you go. Andrew Dowell, Houston. Janet Yellen quit. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I mean they're putting in a new Treasury Secretary, so of course all the current cabinet members are all bailing. That's what you do. So they're gonna have a George Soros accolade in there, a gay George Soros accolade in for Treasury Secretary into the Trump cabinet, which is very strange. There's two Soros people who are going to be in the Trump administration so far, which, for how much Republicans hate George Soros, it's kind of interesting that they're appointing two people that worked for him for a long time. Copy and paste. I'm looking forward to Janet Yellen's swimsuit calendar. Should be too busy playing Candy Crush. That's her jam. David Wick, I would like to purchase this calendar from you. Kelly Reed, Justin Trudeau announced plan to give $250 checks to millions of Canadians and to cut GST for only the holidays. News broke earlier that the feds blew through the budget deficit and now they're cutting taxes for a little while. I appreciate being taxed less because of our taxes here are abysmal, but these pieces of news are troubling. That is very much... Dude, what are you... Kitten, chill out. It's very much... things are going to get bad, so we're going to have to do things now to keep it from being super bad. Home foreclosures and delinquencies are higher than they were in the global financial crisis right now. If you saw the chart, let me see if I can... Oh, I forgot to log into all my accounts, so it may take... Well, this is dark background. Why is the other one? Anyway, we go to... And can that make me sign? Oh, don't do that. I gotta sign in. There we go. Oh my God. Make me do all this crap to log into these things. I gotta go to the code generator app. Gotta open that stupid thing up. Okay. Authenticator. Authenticator. I should have logged into all these things while I was thinking about, okay. Do. Yeah? Okay, all right. So now I gotta go to the messages. Now I gotta go to there. Now I gotta scroll up to. Here we go. All right. So, bam. Right now. So delinquencies. This is Freddie Mac's serious delinquency rates for multifamily housing. Look at this sucker. Right? Global financial crisis hits here. and spiked in 2010 up nya, right? Because these are the folks that had gotten those subprime loans in 2008. And then we drop down as responsible lending happens again. And oh no! Look at that. We've spiked again. Our delinquencies are on par with the peak in 2010 and climbing once more. It's multifamily. So this is like apartment buildings, townhomes, things like that. This is bad. Construction's at lows, since the lowest since like 95 is new construction starts. Mortgages are still way too expensive. No one has down payments for anything because their savings are all drained. And we're about to slap 25% blanket tariffs on anything out of Canada and Mexico, even though it's against the USMCA, whatever, Trade Act. And then they're talking about retaliatory tariffs against us. And a lot of our food comes from Mexico and Canada, so our food prices are going to spike. And then they're going to do 100% tariffs on things from China. So everything's just going to get crazy expensive all of a sudden, and everyone's going to lose their homes. That's kind of what we're looking at here. Yay. Hooray. So, Canada, I'm sorry that we're going to do this to you. And Mexico, I'm sorry that we're going to do this. And Americans, you deserve this. Let's just face it. You brought this upon yourself, and that's what you're going to get. Martin, is there a deeper meaning behind Buck the Bunny thing? Any theories? I kind of hope there was going to be a deeper meaning, but I think it's just a corporate mascot who's like crude, and that's it. I think that's all we're gonna have out of Buck the Bunny. And 9 says a mascot, and 9 says, y'all motherfuckers need to lay off the tin once in a while. Holy shit. GDC. Looks like Thanksgiving was a bust for BBBY. I'm preparing myself for March 2025, end of first quarter 2025 for T0 to do its thing. T0 apparently has lined up and been approved across all states and territories now. I believe that's what I saw today. The last one was Texas, which blows my mind that Texas was last because Texas is like, fuck regulations. Pew pew. So the fact that they held out this long before approving it, mind-blowing. But I think they have all states and territories now, and that they can start launching stuff on T0. I think T0 is hoping to get non-public companies to go public on them first. So there's a lot of privately held companies with market caps that would be above $100 million. I think they're going for those as like easy pickings, ones that may want to go public, but don't want an IPO process on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. And, so it looks like they're going to be going for those. I'm hoping that a couple of big tickers follow suit and jump in there. Interesting to see how it goes. It's also, a subsidiary of Beyond, Overstock, those guys. And their stock is puny right now. Like you can jump in and buy their company for less than what GameStop is earning on interest on their cash. So GameStop, be a great purchase. You could own the next stock exchange. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Rose Moon. Hi guys, how's everyone? We're doing well. Brandon Wells, sup? Oh, this is all still from last night, so we've got a lot in here. Dr. G78 Houston, could you please make my year by making a convo between my two favorite impressions you do, Lindsey Graham and RFK Jr., please? Okay. Let's see how offensive I can make this.
So there I was, putting a rent boy ad on the backspages.com, and the first call I got was from this lady named Lindsay.
And there I was, just the heavens to bitses. I was looking for myself for a rent boy, and I found a handsome silver fox. His voice kind of sounded like a cat being hit with a board, but oh my goodness, did he just do anything for a hit?
Yeah, well, it was a rough time in my life. I was shooting up about 20 times a day and cheating on my wife. And then when kids were out of college, so we didn't have any nannies for me to rape. So it was pretty good for me to find myself a sitting U.S. senator.
There you go. How'd that? Okay. I'm going to hell. Chris and Christine, really, let's get this donation party started. A treat for Monkey Butt. Oh, Monkey Butt, you get a treat right off the bat because I paid for it. Do you want pig ear? Yeah? Is that what you want? Pig ear right here? One of these? Okay. Come on. Get up there. There you go. We'll do... Look at that anticipation face. Woo! Come on. Come on. Climb me. Climb me. Yes. Yes. You can go to her corner and make loud crunching noises. Oh, you're up here because you probably want to get stoned, but the kitten found the stash, and I don't know what she did with the catnip. I don't know. Ah, boy. I have no idea where the catnip is. Do not... Oh my gosh, if you make a mess. Animal chaos is beginning. Okay, just pick a spot, man. Pick a spot. And I can't read anything until your fat ass gets out of the way. Just lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Stop sniffing things. Lay down. It's everyone's favorite time of the show where animal chaos happens. Don't step on those buttons, because then you'll like turn off a camera or something. Just... Okay, at least I can read this side. Oh, no, Fatty, just come here. Just come here, you're so heavy. You're gonna go right there. Boom. Okay. All right. Microturf, Houston. Just wondering, how long do you have to emerge from bankruptcy to use Knowles, and if they can wait forever? What's to stop them waiting forever to maximize gains? You can actually wait a long time. I think it was September 2008, October 2008 is when Washington Mutual went down. And it wasn't until like 2014 that they emerged from bankruptcy with the Knowles and became an acquisition target. So, yeah, if the court preserves them, they can last. So, by all means, it can take a long time. I'm just hoping that it doesn't. Because I want the life I want, right? So we'll see how long that goes for. MS. Hey, Houston. Markets usually pull back from profit taking. And oh, okay. I just switched. Markets usually pull back from profit taking end of year and rebuy in January. But because of Trump, does the crypto and other crack party keep raging? That's a good question. Because what we're seeing is a lot of folks who would be spending money on their employees, on doing stuff, actually going out and buying a boatload of resources and products, scared that tariffs are going to bury them next year. So at least like if they buy all their products now and fill up their warehouses and get their stores up there. Oh, I see what's happening. So I have a new computer box because the computer arrived. And the kitten somehow got in it, and now she can't get out. And so she's making god-awful noise trying to get out. Oh, you did it. Okay, don't do that again. Animal chaos has begun. It's all because I read Chris and Christine Reilly's post, and then the animal chaos just started at that point. So, anyway... Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what these look like. Because my guess is we're going to see a lot of folks who would normally post like their profits for the year from quarter four, all of a sudden posting losses because they're having to buy up a huge amount of goods and natural resources for the things they make and the things they sell. So we might see a whole bunch of really disappointing numbers come out of retailers, especially like ones that count on, oh, we made our profit for the year in our Christmas sales. We have two things. We have a very short Christmas season because Thanksgiving is very late in the year compared to other years. It can vary by a week or so. And we have all these companies having to buy up just a shit ton of product when they normally would space that out throughout the year. They got to be thinking a year ahead now for a lot of their products, and then finding storage space for it. So it might be good news for warehouses because they're going to be filling up with all sorts of things coming in over the next 6 weeks. Yeah. So, good points there, MS. Let's do an update on ye old Charity Tuesday. We're at 1,480. Oh, somebody needs to donate $1 more because we got the Nazi number and we don't need that on the show. Someone donate $1, please. I don't like that number being there. We have $1,488 donated so far, and I don't want that number to be where we end up. That's the bad number. Okay, so we Murph and Turf, Don Cesar Shadem, Marcella Giordano. Marcella Giordano. Boom. T-Ferg 733. Okay, phew, somebody donated. Thank you. Thank you, Nico and Julio, for getting rid of the bad number. Okay, Anonymous. I think Anonymous is kicking butt right now. Hope Merchant. Boom, thank you. Low B. So Low B won a 4K drone off of our last Charity Tuesday. So prizes can kick butt here. And Low B says she no longer wants to be included. She's won enough prizes. She has had phenomenal luck. So she's like, I'm done winning prizes. The 4K drone's the last one. And so she wants me to figure out a way to distribute her raffle tickets amongst the others. So I'll figure out how to do that when I tally everything up. Chris Taylor, already on to the second column here. So Chris Taylor, boom. Nico Anonymoth. Moth. Bam. Nico Daru. Bam. And there's Julius with that one. I had Julius up here somewhere, didn't I? There we go. And that there. Mark Wood. Mark Wood's also a recent winner of prizes, and I still haven't shipped his stuff yet. I have been so bad about shipping. It's been awful. Another anonymous, Antonio Baez. Baez. And cream of the crop. Okay. Bam. Kelly Bull. And the kitten's here to destroy everything. Don't you fucking touch a thing. All right. Anonymous donated $1,001. Anonymous. What? Way to go, Anonymous. Holy moly. Oh, and the cat's now in the trash can. What is wrong with you? You'll figure out how to get out of there. That's how she just did a swan dive in the trash can to celebrate. The Anonymous just donated $1,001. Excellent. $2,535 for Toys for Tots. Okay. This is, if anything, this has a chance to be at least the most successful charity for the year so far. I think our best was about $3,000 we did for one of our charities. I don't remember which one this year. We've done so many. There's been so many natural disasters. We had a lot of natural disaster charities. So it's really nice to do not a natural disaster charity. So awesome. $2,535 for Toys for Tots. You guys are the best. You're the best ever. And kitten, dude, you got out of the trash can. I didn't even hear you. How'd you do that so stealthily? Okay, that was Iki Lamon's asking why y'all didn't hear so damn early last night at 7 p.m. On conclusion, I don't think Houston will get to this comment. I got there on conclusion. Calls on new computer problems slightly. This new computer is crazy fast. Holy smokes. We have excellent connection going on the internet. My up-down speed is super fast. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the old computer. Looks like I'm broadcasting in HD, so that's good. You guys can see all the errors in my complexion. Oh, there you are, kitten. So I'm very pleased with the purchase of the new computer, and I'll be ready to play GTA 6 when that comes out finally. So there we go. Lost Waves says first. You were not first, Lost Waves. You are so far behind. Kelly Reed also says Canada and Mexico got hit with 25% tariff. They will want to kill all dollars. Canada's dollar going down. Yeah, I believe Buck the Bunny is a reference to the Holy Grail and everyone not fearing it until it slaughtered all the king's men, or Buck the Bunny got out from rehab. All theories are welcome here. The tariff stuff is just so stupid. All it does is just ruin people's days. That's it. If you want to do something about products made overseas, here's the Houston solution to overseas production, like using cheap, oppressed, abused slave labor, sweatshops, etc. You create a regulator whose job it is to certify the productions of overseas goods, right? They visit factories, they talk to employees, whatever. And if the factory gets a stamp of approval, they can import things. And how do you meet that stamp of approval? By saying, if you want to bring products into the United States, they must be made to our environmental labor law standards. Ta-da! Done. If you want to complain about, oh, we're paying people $25 an hour to here to make this, now we pay somebody in Vietnam $1.50. Well, guess what? You're going to have to pay them at least U.S. federal minimum wage in Vietnam if you want them to make that product. If you're paying them less than that, then you don't get to import your product here. There might be gray markets and black markets and stuff for those things, but if it's found in stores, has not been got that stamp of approval by the agency to monitor these things, you can't import those goods. That to me, that seems to be the solution. Not slapping tariffs and everything, but actually raising the standard of living for people being exploited around the world making this stuff. All right. Good luck finding a pair of shoes that aren't made in a sweatshop. You can't do it. So, the Foxconn factory working people 80 hours a week with no overtime and 7 days a week or whatever, that stuff can end because you will force them to show you that these people are not being exploited and to allow inspectors on site, right? So that seems to be the solution rather than slapping 25% or 100% tariffs on crap. You just make sure that if you're going to move your factory to another part of the world to basically exploit lax environmental laws, destroy the environment and abuse people, then we're going to make it so that you can't bring your products into our country. That should be the norm. So that's my solution. Trump's not going to do that because he's like, tariffs, because I don't understand how they work. That's his solution, that was a terrible Trump impersonation.
Tariffs! I don't know how they work.
Yeah, that's better. Rosemoon, 3 people here, huh? 16 hours before. Eric, Houston, how you doing? I'm doing pretty well. What GME stock action do you see this week? Seems the closing floor is rising higher and higher. Thanks. If we stay above that $30 line on Friday, which I think we have a very, very, very good chance of doing, we go from the slight gamma we have to all of a sudden perhaps 150 million shares trade Monday morning. The volume was pretty high today. Let's see here. I didn't check at the end of the day what it was. Volume today was 24 million. So it's the highest so far in November. 24 million is about what I expected to have happen on Monday. And then we saw like nothing. Or last Monday, we should have seen that. And we saw like 2 million shares trade. 24 million is getting more with it. The buy side is crazy. The number of people purchasing options volume, we saw 33,000 of those $30 options swapping around. we'll know tomorrow exactly how many there are. I think this 29,000 number is going to go up for how many 30s there are. I think a lot of people loaded up on 30s, especially when it dropped back down again. So they may have sold at 32, wait for it to drop back down, and bought back in at the 30s all over again. So, yeah, a lot of action at the 32s. There was only 3,983 of the 32s in open interest, but 24,000 of them traded today. 24,000 at 35 traded. So I think some whales are jumping in here, smelling the blood in the water, knowing that they naturally push this thing up leading into earnings and then short it back down again. So even if something magical doesn't happen, say tomorrow after close, so that Friday goes knucking futz, just the natural pattern is gonna keep raising it, and so we may finish, $15 above max pain, putting, I don't know how many, we're at 40, putting probably 10, 15 million shares in the money by then, and then volume on Monday would be bonkers. So pretty cool. Oh my goodness, we have another one. Eric Johns just went nuts. Holy crap, Eric's probably definitely going to win something with that one. Eric John, with a C, not a K. Eric Jones. There we go. And Kim Fusting. Oh my goodness. There we go. Crayon Green. Crayon Green. The Crayon Green. Boom. What are we at now? We're at 3,000 something. Holy smokes. This is definitely the highest for the year. 3,580 so far for Charity Tuesday. Monkey, come here. Give me a high five. High five that thing. Come on. Boom. Come on. High five. High five. Right here. Right here. I know you get your feet set. Come on, right there. You monkey. Come on. Don't leave me hanging. There it is. Yeah. High five. We are so far above our goal that I think you deserve another treat. Because you are a good dog. You are. Get up here. Come on. Up here. Up there. All right. We'll give you one of these big old cookies. How's that sound? Yeah? There we go. Make everybody happy. Eric Johns, you're awesome. Holy smokes. Okay. Cherry Tuesday success story. $3,580 so far. We got at least an hour and 18 minutes left to maybe crush the record. We're having a good week with GME. Maybe get a couple extra dollars in your pocket. You want to get your tax write-offs for the end of the year, right? Remember, all these donations, they're all tax write-offs. So you can definitely save on your returns, and you help a good cause, and you also get to set possibly a new record. So $3,585. Another anonymous jumped in there. Woo! Woohoo! Yes! Way to go. Okay. Snurtlert. Oi, Houston. Oi, Snurtlert. Michael Steegs, Houston. What components does your computer have? It's an i7 processor, 14th gen. Way faster than the 10-year-old thing I had. And it's got a 4060 Ti video card. I would love to have had like a 4090 or whatever, but those are $2,000. So ended up being that this computer was basically the same price as just buying the video card. Black Friday deal from Amazon, evil Amazon, and I bought it. And it's an iBuyPower, generic. We just kind of slapped together these computers. It's not perfect. I would have preferred a few more like PCI and a slots. It doesn't have a PCI Express slot, so my really fancy audio card doesn't have a spot. So I've got an adapter coming to turn it into a PCI. So that's going to sit there. And then also it doesn't have a spot for my spare solid state drive. So I have like an adapter coming so I can attach that. And then I've got, so I got some pieces I still have to be building in here to make it happen. Oh crap, I don't want to lose that guy. That guy helps attach that whole thing. So you stay right there, little screw. I'm picking things up I shouldn't be picking up. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it's got those bells and whistles. It'll work. It'll last me another decade until I go, I gotta buy another computer. Okay. Man, you have really chewing. Look at all that mess. Look at that mess right there. Look, no, right there. It's just mess central all over your blanket. Hopefully the kitten will clean that up or something, because you are a mess monster. Okay, Steve Houston, is there news about No Labs if the company with steering wheel has a lot of market share? I don't know much about the company that's doing the steering wheel with them. I know they're an auto parts supplier, so they probably have experience with that stuff. They're probably just figuring out ways that they can insert an antenna around the steering wheel so that they can measure no matter where the hands are being held. Because, you know, people will find tricks, right? Like, there's the tricks about you have to be touching the steering wheel for autopilots and some of these cars to work. People were figuring out ways to like clip stuff to the steering wheel so it thought that there was someone holding the steering wheel. Like if there's an empty spot somewhere in that steering wheel, a drunk person will find it and drive like this if they have to. So there's probably all sorts of things I have to work out there. But 2026, I believe, is when car companies are going to be required to have new cars with features to stop people from driving drunk. So those are coming. And some of those features might be autopilots, like full self-drivings that work and just go, I'm drunk, bronk, and whatnot. Dead Bass. About $31 puts when it crossed 32 this morning. Sold an hour later when it dipped below 31 for 30% gain. Might be catching that retirement options run bug. That's what you gotta do. I did not buy. I should have bought puts at 32. I did not buy them at 32. I'm kind of waiting for some bigger rushes. Like when we have those days where it flies $10-15 pre-market. Those are usually when we get big drops. So this is like, you know, you have your options. Let's say it flies $15 pre-market tomorrow, for whatever reason, right? Stock price goes from $30 to $45 at open. That means if you've got $30 calls, those things are worth $2,000. You got a $1,500 delta plus a $500 premium. So if you got 10 of those, right, you now have $20,000. One of the things that always seems to happen when they have that big push in the morning is that the implied volatility is through the roof. That's why I got a $500 premium. So you dump them. You buy puts at the money. So if it's at $45, you buy $45 puts. They'll probably cost you $200-$300, right? But then that stock drops $5 to $10. So that $200-$300 investment becomes a $1,000 gain or so. It drops, it might be $1,300 gain even. And you just turned your $10,000 into like $100,000, right? And then you buy the calls again because it will climb right back up. When we get these volatility cycles, we have big ups and downs throughout the day. So that's kind of what I've been waiting on to really play the ups and downs of the volatility. And if we close pretty high, we put like those 15 million shares in the money. She definitely has something stuck in her teeth. Do you need dental floss, buddy? Huh? Need some dental floss? Did you get cookies stuck in your teeth? Oh, you goofy dog. You goofy little dog, you. Yeah, keep working it out. Use that tongue. So yeah, that's kind of how I start playing it. If I had played your way, I probably could have basically doubled my cash today, and I didn't do that. Live and learn, man. Live and learn. But good job. Good job there, Dead Bass. Avocados, stupid autocorrect. Anywho, wait, I miss autocorrect there? Roasting sweet potatoes, sorting cranberries, trying to get ahead of Thursday. I hope all are well. Yes, Thanksgiving on Thursday. Some good eatings. We're doing, my cousin's hosting Thanksgiving this year. Normally we go to my sister's house, but she's like, I want to host Thanksgiving because she and her paramour have a very fancy big new house, and I think they just want to host there. Plus, they got beautiful views. They have views of like the Olympic Mountains and the Hood Canal Bridge or Hood Canal. And it's beautiful. And they're on like 9 acres with a pond and farm animals and all sorts of stuff. So it's a great place to go for Thanksgiving. Low B's prepping as well. First name, last name. I'll be alone on Thanksgiving afternoon. I'm going to try and get a Wawa hot gobbler sub for dinner. Hero bread with hot turkey cuts and gravy over stuffing, topped with cranberry sauce. Never had one. okay. I don't even know what a Wawa hot gobbler sub is. I guess Wawa is a store, a restaurant. If it is, we don't have them here. So, all right, hot gobbler. Everyone knows you're going to order a hot gobbler on Thanksgiving. You know what you're getting. The Ratster. Houston, did you know that cowboys would put a lantern on their saddle at night so they could find the trail when they were far from home? This was early satellite navigation. Boo. Okay. Sir Alert, Houston, at MicroStrategy and Coinbase, which one will die first? Thanks in advance. There's a giant pullback happening on crypto. They've obliterated $300 and something million, or they've liquidated $300 million in accounts so far. So that probably was people that were shorting various cryptos getting obliterated, and then folks that bought the top on margin are now getting obliterated. Because remember, MicroStrategy just borrowed like billions of dollars to buy in at 97 and 99,000, and now it's at 93, 92. UTC price 92. So MicroStrategy basically borrowed and lost the equivalent of all the interest on that loan just right off the top. They just lost like 9% off the top right there. Kudos. This is like when the president of Ecuador borrowed $200 million at 20% interest and then bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin at $70,000 and it dropped to like 15. Just well played. Well played, everyone involved. So yeah, there's a lot of pullback happening on Bitcoin at the moment. I don't know if this is like Super Bowl, like it's gonna just like Super BULL, not Super Bowl, like football game, Super Bowl market, where it's just gonna fall off a cliff even further. But it's a pretty significant pullback from, you know, it hitting 99 and back down to 92. Yeah, folks who are day trading it and sold at 99, they're doing pretty well right now. And the thing about Bitcoin is that it's not a security. So there's no such thing as a wash sale. So you can sell at 99, buy back in at 92 or at 60 or at 55 or whatever, and not face any consequences. Likewise, if you bought in at 99 and it drops to $18,000, you can sell, collect the loss, buy it back in at $18,000 again, have just as many Bitcoins as you had before, and have a giant tax loss because it's considered property and not a security. So there's you can take huge tax losses at the end of the year for these things. So you might see that start to happen, is that you see folks selling for losses in the next month or so just to get that tax write-off and then still maintaining their entire Bitcoin load because there's no wash sales, because it's not a security, it's property. And yeah. Hey, my cousin Sam got in here. All right, Sam. Thank you. Boom. All right, we're now, I think, above 3,600? 3635. Hell yeah. And we got a cat fight in the hallway. Things are just going. They're going fantastic here. But anyways, which will die first, MicroStrategy or Coinbase? That's really hard to gauge because a lot of these groups, I'm going to lean towards MicroStrategy dying first, because right now, if you're buying MicroStrategy stock, which is just through the roof, you're basically buying a Bitcoin for like $200,000. Because all MicroStrategy is doing is buying up Bitcoin and then holding huge amounts of Bitcoin as if they are an ETF or something, or like a gold mortgage, a gold mutual fund. And it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Just like Nvidia is not sustainable. Is you have the power to go buy Bitcoin. You can do that. You can be like, I will buy some Bitcoin. Buy, and now you own the Bitcoin. So why would you buy a stock that all they do is buy Bitcoin? It seems to be like you can cut out the middleman. You don't need to buy Bitcoin at $200,000 a coin by purchasing the stock in that company. You can just go get the Bitcoin yourself. That seems to be kind of, it doesn't seem to be long for this world, especially if you're borrowing $5 billion to buy $5 billion in Bitcoin that's now worth $4 billion. That doesn't seem like a good strategy either. So I'm going to go with MicroStrategy dying first. But then again, Michael Saylor and JD Vance and Peter Thiel and Curtis Yarvin, that whole group of like weird techno monarchists, their goal is to crash the US dollar and have everyone have to use Bitcoin. So that's kind of what they're banking on. So maybe if they can last long enough to actually crash the US dollar and make it so that we all have to use Bitcoin for everything, because that's what we're going to have. Decatur Raw, what's up, Houston? The opposite of down, Decatur Raw. Rose Moon, hi guys. I had my interview earlier. I wasn't swinging white man schlong, but I was confident as I could be. So please keep me in your thoughts in the coming days. That's okay, you know. As long as you weren't self-depreciating, that's I guess that's the goal. Is like never be like, oh, you know, I'm not that good at it. Just never do that stuff. Go in there and be like, I know my shit. I'm gonna work hard for you. You have nothing to worry about with me. I learn fast. I'm competent. I get my job done. That's all you have to do. And then they go, wow, she's a real go-getter. And then they hire you. First name, last name is rooting for you. Martin Weiss, a week ago, there were rumors that Putin hasn't been seen for over a week. He has surfaced since then. Has he surfaced since then? How many days are left for Putin? He did some sort of interview where like his hand stayed still for like 30 minutes. Or not interview, but like a talk to the nation at his desk. That's the last thing I saw from him. I've not heard if he surfaced. My guess is that since like individual generals are getting zapped with these long range weapons, is that he's underground and he's never going to surface again. Because, or at least not until, Trump is able to take over the U.S. military and we no longer send things to Ukraine and their weapons starting to drop. There's talk that France and Germany may be sending troops to Ukraine in the vein that Russia has taken in North Korean troops. So this thing really has a chance to really spool out of control. Western Europe does not want Russia anywhere near them. And they know from experience from the 200 and something invasions Russia has done of their neighbors since 1600 that Russia will invade. And they do not want that. And so regardless of whether the U.S. supports the moves or not, Western Europe may be on their own and are recognizing that. So we may see European troops in Ukraine wearing the colors of their nation, the flags of their nation, as they fight Russians back to their own territory. So things can get really squirrely and messed up. This is why we should have allowed Ukraine everything they wanted 2 years ago and just let them just wipe everything out so that we don't have to put up with this stuff. We don't have to worry about a pro-Russian president all of a sudden being in office. We don't have to worry about, the breakdown of society in general. It's pretty amazing to me that you have a lot of these like Western traditionalist accounts. You ever seen those guys? The trad wives, the guys that are like, when you go back to a time when men were manly and wore suits and ties and did traditional things and had children and the one person worked from home, right? There's like pro-Western, super duper Western accounts. The thing is that they're all run by pro-Russian people, and Russia is not the West. Russia is governed by Eastern philosophies. That's the entire point, the East versus West, right? So you have these pro-Western trad accounts trying to hold up these Western ideals when really they're working for an Eastern bloc, right? And it seems to be just undermining our society is what they really want to do. I don't know. I don't know the correlation and how that works, but we're going to see the destruction of the West via the pro-Eastern people who are pretending to be pro-Western at the same time. It's just a very weird. Everything's weird, man. Okay, where are we? We have Visio Guy got in here. Visio Guy, when you've won in the past, you did not want the items. Do you want me to include you, or do you want me to distribute Visio Guy dollars to everyone else? I can do that like I'm doing with Low B. Alexander K, the maker of our fantastic Toys for Tots intro. So shower him with love. Alexander K. And boom. So bam. And you know, Alexander, you can give your dollar value to your Toys for Tots intro and use that as a donation, a tax write-off. So think about that. How many hours does it take you to do it? A video editor makes what, like $150 an hour? Give yourself a $150 an hour tax break on the wonderful intro that you made for our Toys for Tots Charity Tuesday. Something to think about. We're at $692. Woo! Almost, sorry, $3,692. Almost $3,700 raised. Yeah? And you like got food and stuff stuck in your teeth? Oh, it's still stuck in there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's still stuck in there. We'll be working on that for a while, aren't you? It's a flavor saver. You're just saving it for later. Question House, sending you good employment vibes, Rose Moon, you will shine. Brandon Wells, sup, BBY, no labs? Nothing heard too much out of that. Resemblance, reinvested butterflies. Martin Weiss is sending us our first coordinates of the day. So, what? 3 words. Bam. Or cookies. Whatever. Okay. I know how to use this thing. I've used it before. But they're like, you're on a new computer, wouldn't recognize you. Resemblance. Boom. Jaifu Road. So it looks like we are in somewhere in the east. Come on. Yeah. I need you to go to that. Go there. Click on. Come on. Give me. Oh. Come on. I know. I need this to do this. Show me where I am. I cannot see a damn thing. Why won't you? Okay, none of that helps. So close the. Ah, shoot. Nope. How do I go back to that? We're gonna paste that again. Yes. Bam. Okay. So we're there. Down here is the little map guy. Maybe we go person. Maybe draw the person in there. Bam. That didn't help at all. New computer does not allow me to look at the satellite photo. I want to look at the satellite photo. Otherwise, what 3 words? You're not working at all. Don't give me that line. That line doesn't mean no good. Give me the dude. The dude drop in there. Bam. Try one more time. Bam. Apparently, what 3 words does not like the new computer. The new computer doesn't like the what 3 words. And whatever's happening here will not. I'm clicking right down here. See that thing in the corner right there? If I click that right there, that's supposed to give me the satellite photo. So where am I? Fuyan. Up here in Manchuria, up in the tip of Manchuria. So maybe. I don't have Google Earth installed on this computer yet. That's one thing I forgot to do. Dadgummit. Martin Weiss, we may have to revisit this another time because I have not downloaded Google Earth onto this new computer yet. So come on. Download base version book. Okay. I'm gonna get this going in the background here. Okay, that's going. Did not see it downloading, so we will click there to retry. The pains of a new computer. Well, maybe it's going to start. I have no idea. Okay, while it goes in the background, Martin, we will hopefully revisit that. Alex Bishop, make an RFK impression, please, anytime throughout the show. That shit is hilarious. Which one shall we do, Monkey?
So I found myself in a back alley fighting a stray cat for a decapitated mouse corpse. And one thing I discovered about myself is that I really like toxoplasmosis. It's a better high than heroin at this point.
There you go. Setboy Incorporated, Houston. Thoughts on when No Labs gets FDA approval? How much money will they make from consumers in China? It's like triple the population size of the U.S. has triple the diabetics. Well, do you want to calculate time this one? I don't know about international, because remember, China has the cure to type 2 diabetes that they are going through test phases right now. So we may see globally type 2 diabetes drop significantly due to things like Ozempic and this cure that China has. So it might be type 1 people who will be the bulk of the people in the future that need this device. But there are a lot of folks. Type 1 diabetics are not a huge part of the population. It's mostly type 2 people. How many type 1 diabetics in the U.S.? 1.8 million. So you have 1.81 type 1s in the US. And China's population is what, 4 times our own? So China have roughly 7 to 8 million there. So yeah, there's a lot there's a lot of money to be made off of. There's about 30 million type 2 diabetics in the US though. I don't know how many of them will benefit from these drugs that are coming out. I'm sure a lot of them will. But a lot of people might just be too obese to truly see a positive effects from these things quickly. So they may remain, in that diabetic danger zone for a lot longer. But I don't know how long it's going to be for FDA approval. They were kind of giving us a rough timeline last year that they're shooting for fall of this year, but now we're in fall of this year and they're like, we don't know when. So sounds like they're still calibrating their device, although it is the device right now I think they plan on bringing to market. But we'll see. Stephanie L donated. We still got the donations pouring in. We gotta check up our updates here. Okay, Stephanie L. Stephanie L, who's also I think been a winner of prizes in the past. Striking Viking. Striking Viking. Dizzy. Boom. Eric Johns getting in there again. Goodness gracious, Eric. Eric Johns is definitely winning the MVP tonight. Bam. Holy smokes. We're at $4,221 for Charity Tuesday. $4,221. This is definitely the second highest ever. Because the previous high was 4,400 and something before we broke it last year. And that was St. Jude's Hospital in 2022, I believe. We did 4,000 something for St. Jude. And we'll be doing St. Jude next month as well, because that's another little annual treat for everybody, because they just do wonderful, wonderful things. 4,000. So we are definitely the highest this year. We've set this year's top. We're the 52-week high. And we're the number 2 amount of donations ever. Thanks to Eric Johns jumping in here and absolutely just kicking butt. Man, fantastic. Way to go. Way to go. Everyone donates. Not just Eric Johns, but everyone has donated. You guys have absolutely kicked butt here. $4,420, Mikey. You know what that deserves? How about something to help you get that thing out of your teeth? Huh? Want one of these? That'll work? Yeah? Oh, she's so excited. Here, you can use that as dental floss. Yep. There you go. Work on that. That's a celebration token. Token of everyone's goodwill there. Oh, and the kitten's back for more. All right. Hi, buddy. Hello. Do you want me to hold you like I do, and then you sit there and fall asleep forever? Is that what you want? Yes, that's what you want. Okay. So we still haven't even hit the start of the show yet. Martin Weiss, any advice on things to see in Graz? I'll be there for 2 days, but buys during a daytime conference. I've never been. So you may have to ask people in the chat who've been there before. I have not been yet. So my guess is probably a church, a fort, a castle, a river tour. I don't know. And Martin Weiss, why are all the lawsuits against Trump put on hold, dismissed? Are the pigs more equal after all? Basically, I think I read a tweet from somebody pointing out that by Jack Smith dismissing the cases, but asking for dismissal or not dismissal, but withdrawing the cases, but asking for them to be done so without prejudice means they can be brought at a later date. And by removing them now guarantees that whoever Trump's AG pick does not force dismissal with prejudice, so these cases can never be brought back again. That's kind of the strategy at the moment. Is that, yeah, in 2029, when he's out of office, we can arrest him all over again if he's alive by then. So, that's I think what's going on. Personally, I think you should just sentence the asshole who got convicted. Let him be president from Rikers or Attica or something. Julius Miami, who's buying Hawk Coin? Come on, fess up. Is Hawk Coin going nuts at the moment? I know these shit coins. It's like shit coin season. Hawk Coin. Is that from Hawktua by chance? Hawk site price. Hawktua to US dollar chart. There is a Hawktua coin. Oh my god. Hawk price. So this is Hawktua again. Sorry for the blinding. I had to figure out how to do the dark background and stuff again. But I don't see a chart at all. But it's at that. Market cap is a full $200,000. So apparently not enough people are buying it at the moment. There's like no chart. Lots of greed going on in this one. Interesting. All right. Shit's wild, man. Shit is wild. I don't want to do Google Earth. Why are you not loading? Oh my goodness. Try to get this crap to work. I'll deal with that later. Right? We'll deal with that later. Right, little buddy? You are just a sweet little booger, aren't you, when you're not destroying stuff? You are. Okay. Martin Weiss will stick to cunt coin. Riverside Studios. Happy birthday, Houston. I've been making my own salad dressing lately. Chipotle lime and then anchovy-less garlic. What's your favorite type of salad? The greatest salad I ever had was at a restaurant called Agate Pass Cafe. They did an apple kale salad. They took the kale and they did these like tiny little thin strips, and they did really thin tiny strips of like shredded apples. And it had candied walnuts, a blue cheese. Can't remember what else was in there. I just remember every time I would go in there, I was like, give me that salad. I get that salad. I would get like either their ribeye, which when I cook ribeye now, I basically use the seasonings that they put on that thing, which I did last night, and it was delicious. Or they get their salmon. The salmon had a very interesting, they would bake it with strawberry and some sort of like black beans, or maybe kidney beans. And it was like strawberry. And you bite into it, and holy shit, it was amazing. They moved the restaurant from a neighboring town here to the island. They changed the name to Agate. It's under different ownership now. It's still really good. Robert Hurt and I went there when he came to Seattle a few months ago. Delicious, absolutely delicious. Oh, Dead Guy Monitor still freaks out. So yeah, I guess that's my favorite salad. Some sort of vinaigrette on there. I don't know. Might have been like a maple syrup vinaigrette or something. It was really delicious. That's generally, Like I like a really anchovy, garlicky Caesar. I do. Not anchovy-less. I put the fish in there. I think it's good. And I like really vinegary things. So stuff that's like in that balsamic Italian dressing, that range. I'd rather have really, really vinegary salads than like a creamy salad personally. So like ranch, Thousand Island, Russian dressing, that stuff is too creamy for me. French dressing, I like it a little more. I like it oily and vinegary. Mr. E Machine. Oh crap, it just reset the chat. Where'd you go, Mr. E Machine? I lost you. Gotta scroll back up. Where'd you go? Gotta get past. There's Mr. E Machine. I'm back in the States. Thanks for holding down the fort, everyone. Oh, you're welcome. Don Caesar Shadem, we're at the start of the show. Woo! Okay. Don Caesar Shadem, what's the most badass thing you ever did when you were a teenager? There used to be a rite of passage on the island. So if I get Google Earth to freaking work, launch Earth. All right, we'll have to do it from Chrome because, yeah. Okay, get started. Yes, that is not Google Earth at all. No, what the hell? Start exploring. Yes, I don't. Why didn't just explore Earth? That's all I want to do. Okay, here we go. There's Google Earth. There's the planet. There we are. Okay. So. Bainbridge Island, my home. Fort Ward Park. This used to be an actual military base. Had big old cannons and guns. Same thing with Manchester Park. This was designed to keep any enemies from getting into the Bremerton Naval Shipyard, which is down here where you can see there's like aircraft carriers and shit. So this is one of the most major naval bases in the entire world. And so they used to have like big guns and stuff here. And there's an airfield. There's a big radio tower. The radio tower, I have no idea where the radio tower is in relation to everything. It's somewhere in here. So Newt's Pond is actually, I think, was a concrete reservoir that they just sort of took the concrete walls off. But this was a big military base in World War II through the 1950s and 60s. And then they finally, decommissioned it and sold off land for development, and then made what was a state park until the economy collapsed and the state was like, we can't do it anymore. So now it's a city park. But there was a radio tower here, and this radio tower was like 600 feet tall, top of this big hill here. This is Toe Jam Hill. And there was a rite of passage that you had to do as a freshman in high school at some point, was you had to climb to the top of the radio tower and take a poop off the top. And the night I was chosen with several friends of mine that I had to do it, and the seniors, they collect you, you head out, and they're like, climb. It was pissing rain, a lot of wind, slippery, friggin' wet, climb 600 feet to the top. And by the time you get to the top, either one or two things can happen. One, you're going to let it fly because your bowels are like nervousness, or you're so clenched that nothing's going to come out. And those seniors will not let you down until you absolutely drop a rocket off the top. So, as far as like rites of passage go, that was the gnarliest rites of passage I think I had to do. I'm okay with heights generally, but like I'm surprised no one died. There's like, you get to the top and you're holding on that rail with your pants around your ankles, dropping one until there's a splat in the ground. You can't come down. So, yeah, but so there wasn't too many homes out here when I was in high school. Actually, all these homes did not exist because the soil out here would not percolate, so you could not build septic tanks. A rich guy bought up most of this land that had been sold after the base closed because the people would buy it and they discovered they couldn't build a home, so they stopped paying taxes on it, and he picked it all up via foreclosure auctions, tax foreclosure auctions. He bought up this whole thing and then convinced the city to build a sewage treatment plant, which is in the woods here. There's a sewage treatment plant like right there. If I have the right spot, right? It comes up the harbor, head up the, so yeah. There's a sewage treatment plant here in the woods. And so all of a sudden, all this land was on sewer, and then he sold all the land and made hundreds of millions of dollars, and they built a bunch of homes, a couple hundred homes in here, and then they tore down where the tower was, and they built a mansion. So one of these big mansions here, this might be it. Yeah, because I think this was the commanding general's house, and the tower wasn't too far from here. This place sold recently for like $20 million. So it's one of these mansions out here was where that tower was, with just mountains of scared freshman dookie at the bottom of it. You guys have weird rites of passage you have to do like that. That was disgusting. But when you're 14 years old, you're like, well, this guy is telling me I have to do it, so I guess I'm going to do it. And then you do that. Yeah. That and skateboarding at like 75 miles an hour down a big hill once was quite terrifying. Testing out the peanut board my friends and I made. So, I don't know. Maybe there's other things in there that will occur to me at some point. Wrong conclusion. My calls are printing computer problems. My calls are printing computer problems. Oh, okay. First name, last name. Got to do the Live Aid, Freddie. Starting the stream. I probably should. Saunders. Hi, pal. Peachy Sunday. My donation page always gives me an error page, but it charges to my credit card. That's weird, Peachy Sunday. I did not see you pop up. It seemed to happen to a couple of people. I think you have to be in front of a computer. It doesn't work on the phone for some reason for a lot of folks. Snort alert. I FOMO'd into calls. Second trip today. Whoa. That's quite the fall. The pig ears are trying to kill us, monkey. Is it telling me that you need another one? Is that what's happening? Well, I got it. Don't you dare. Stay right there. I got a kitten in my hands. I can't right now. Well, maybe a little later. Okay. All right. Speaking of donations, Fur Garcia got in here. Redbeard Rob as well. So Fur Garcia. Boom. Redbeard Rob. Red Beard Rab. And Black Udon. Boom. Boom. I think that pushes us over 4,700, doesn't it? 4271. That's where we are. Are we gonna get that dog? Yeah. Oh, it's adorable. It's adorable. You guys are so cute. Yes, you are. Okay. So $4,271. We are 327% above our goal of $1,000. So, hey, that's not the only thing rocketing. GameStop is we also are rocketing Toys for Tots. Okay. Where am I now? Okay, we did that one. No second. I did not do a second intro today. So neener, suck it, losers. Muley McWoolhead, Muley. Hey. Freely Wheelie Houston, greater than PP. Oh, thank you. PP's got his thing. They raise more money for charity than I have ever hoped to raise in my entire life. So they definitely have that with their audience. Josh Papel, Tennessee. I have donated, but I didn't claim it with my name, so no need to include me in the raffle. Okay, Josh. All right. But thank you. Thank you for donating. Martin Weiss, already above 1,000. Congrats. Oh, yeah, we beat it. De Beauville Studios. Calgary sends $20. Happy birthday, ya hoser. Keep up the great work. Thank you. That must be one of the Canadian ones in there. Thank you. Martin Weiss, gotta sleep. Catch you tomorrow. Have a great show. Thank you, Martin. Sabo Incorporated. Tax accounting is so boring. Please kill me. People are like, Houston, you got math skills. Why don't you become an accountant? I think it might be exciting if you become like a tax accountant for the mob or something. Then you're like, oh man, I gotta keep all these people out of prison and myself alive. Then there's like stakes involved. But if you're just doing tax accounting for like, Mildred down the street, yay. Ralph Fan says finger running soon, Houston. It had its volatility cycle there last year, and not too much happening this year. CC S2A 4IB. When is earnings for Omex? I think earnings was today. I did not see I didn't have any fresh money to put into it, so I didn't do anything about it. I think it was today. Stock has done nothing. Still at 37 cents. Quarterly reports. Do we have anything? Do we have anything, little buddy? 2023, 2024. I don't see a report. They've got they still only have 2021 listed here. There's no related quarterly press release yet, so we don't have one yet. So who knows? Who knows when they're? I thought today was like the day. Huh. Well, all they haven't done. Yeah, they haven't done quarter 2 yet. Huh. What, you want to go over here? You can go right there. Bam. All right. Huh. Maybe they're going to stay at 37 cents forever because they're not going to release anything. Done sees a Shadem. Raw fan. I've been waiting for that to run for a while. I'm bag holding finger, but it runs well. It does. It just shoots up to like $7, back down to $3, and up to $7, back down to $3. It seems to be something it can do on the reg at least. Just Mammy, Jimmy announces release date for quarter 3 on December 10th. So that must be 2 Tuesdays from now, right? Oh wait, that is not. I want the calendar, dude. This, yes, okay, yeah, 2 Tuesdays. Yes, not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So any runs we have right now are not the runs leading up to earnings. Those will be next, like, Thursday, Friday, probably. So, All right. Let me clear all that. Okay. Turn you off. This is all Windows 11, and things are set up slightly different, and they, like, bug the shit out of me. I don't understand when you update an operating system, why you gotta put, like, little bells and whistles that just bug me. Just stop. Just... All I want from an operating system is the ability to run programs with a graphic user interface, and that's it. I don't need you to like tweak how when I click on the clock, I want to see a calendar. I don't want to click on something else. Because I click it right now, I go click, and the calendar's not up here. I got to click on the doohickey to make the calendar appear, and that's stupid. Don't do that, Microsoft. Okay. John Castro, were you able to send out the prizes from the 500th show? I have. Oh my god. I still have them all here. No. No, I've not. I've got so much stuff. I have like 30 or 40 packages I got to send out. And I'm going to be a nightmare at the post office. And people are like, oh, you need to use the US postage thing. I probably should just do it from my computer and then have the postage guy come pick it all up. That's what I should do, right, Monkey? Yeah. So I got maybe I'll spend Saturday. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll spend Saturday. I'll figure out the print postage from home thing. We'll get everything done. Monday, I can call post office. They can come collect just boxes of stuff, and it will finally just be gone. Maybe we can do that. Sound like a plan? Yeah. Okay. 654 RC dilution in 3, 2, 1. I think if RC dilutes, it'll be next Friday. Not this Friday. I think if it dilutes, it's going to be next Friday. At least that's what I'm hoping for, because what I want is I want this thing to spike. Speaking of calculator time. The hell? Oh. Where'd you go? Come on, calculator. Make you decent. Make you big. Okay. We go to scene. We turn off. Where'd you go? Turn off that. Come on, calculator. Okay, there we go. Maybe I should make the calculator a little shorter. See all the numbers? There we go. I don't have a third monitor at the moment because the new machine does not take DVI. So I have a new monitor coming for a third monitor. That should be maybe arriving today. And we will, everything we set up. But right now, the calculator's in the way of everything. Okay, what I want is I want this sucker to rocket to at least $65, if not higher. This is because I think the money can be made, like the big money can be made off of puts. People are like, oh, you buy puts on GME, you're evil. If you watch that cycle, right, the sucker goes up and it goes down and goes up and it goes down. If they dilute, you're going to drop no matter what. And it'll drop quickly and you make your money faster. If the cycle ends without a dilution, then it's going to naturally go back down again. So if we look at, I gotta go Chrome. Yes, Chrome. Go to the options chain. GME open interest. Oops, that's the wrong one. Options chain. There we go. Okay, if we look at, say, I don't know, January 17th. So we're 2 months out, right? These are the leaps, the yearly leaps. We look at the puts. Right now, if you want to put at $50, it's gonna cost you over $2,000 to get it, right? And the higher this sucker goes, the smaller that becomes. Okay, let's say we open one day at like $85, right? We're up here. And you're looking for puts, something way down below, right? So right now, if you look $20 below where we are, and for puts, so $20 below is at $10, they cost you 2 cents. So you're paying $2 a contract for them. Okay, think about that. We open at $80. Bring. How much do you think a contract $30 below at 50 will be? Granted, implied volatility would be crazy. Maybe 10 cents, so $10 a contract, right? If you are set up and you've managed to play the volatility so you have hundreds of thousands of dollars, or maybe even millions, if you've bought and sold your way through, you get the point where finally when it rockets to $85, you had 1,000 call options, and now you got like $3 million in your pocket, right? If you buy a shitload at $50 of puts for between 2 cents and 10 cents, so $2 and $10 a contract, and you know this thing's going to go back down and settle at $25, $30 at some point, post all this volatility, you're going to make between $2,500 and $3,000 off every single one of these. So calculator. Let's say you did make $3 million originally when it rocket shipped to $85 or $129, wherever these TA guys think it might end up at some point in the next week, right? So you're at $3 million bucks. And let's say you can buy those puts at 10 cents each. So $10. Boom. That's 300,000 of those puts. And you can look at various dates. You can maybe December 20th, January 17th, look at something at February or even June, like further out, right? So you collect hundreds of thousands of these things and you're sitting there and you're just waiting for the stock price to go back to normal. It will pass right through that $50, end up at 25 or 30, maybe 30 if they dilute. So maybe the floor will be 30. So you're at $2,000 plus, your premium of $1.75, so you're $2,000, right? Well, what's 300,000 times 2,000? $600 million. The fortune. You don't have to touch your stock. You can still hold on to your GameStop stock. You just made $600 million by just going into puts on that alone. So there's some serious cash that can be made because you can buy those puts for pennies when this thing rocket ships. Can you imagine, like, if when GameStop was $480, right, and you bought puts at, I don't know, $300, so it's $100 away, $180 away from max, and you bought those puts for March 2021 for, I don't know, a penny. That thing flew right through those down to $40. You just did what, $260,000 a contract or something like that on each one? Sorry, $24,000 a contract. If only I had done that back then. Right? So that's where I think a lot of the big bucks can come in. Implied volatility will play a role, but when you're $30 away on a day like that, let's say it does hit 129, right? You might be able to pick up stuff like that at $70, $75 for $10 a contract. Right? So we hit 129 one of those days. Granted, I think if it ever closes above 85, everything's screwed anyway. The stock price is going to the thousands at that point. But ignoring that part, ignoring the fact that MOAS will probably begin if we close above 85. But if we hit midday that much and then they short attack it down, you might be able to pick up, 75s at 2 cents, right? So you pick those things up. You're at, 3 million. You would say, 3 million, right? At $2 a contract. 1.5 million of them. Look at that number, 1.5 million. You might not be able to purchase for all, you might have to switch dates and do further out for a lot of them because there might not be liquidity available to get that many contracts. So you vary it between $75 and $50 and whatever. And your average is like $4,000 return when it goes back to $30. Okay. Guess who just became a billionaire? That's $6 billion. So that's part of the Houston retirement plan is when this thing does spike, before Ryan Cohen goes, I'm going to dilute another 45 million shares, and there's a giant crash, I want to load up on as many of these fuckers as I possibly can. Hopefully, while the stock price is at like $85, $90, whatever, intraday, and then just sit back and wait a month. And all of a sudden, I am, G650 private island, second home in Monaco rich. So that's the goal. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if we can get there. It's going to take a lot of buying because some brokers you can only buy contracts of 300 contract blocks. That's a lot of contracts you got to buy at 300 at a time. Others you can get permission to buy in 5,000 contract blocks, which is why you see Roaring Kitty buy at 5,000 because that's the max. You can't buy blocks of contracts or limit orders higher than that. So if you can get the 5,000s, then you can order, get as many as you can while the stock price is still at a decent height and just load up as much as you can while it's happening. And the liquidity dudes out there, those options writers, those market makers, they may be forced by their algorithm to give you those contracts. And then when it gets close to that price, they may freak out and figure out a way to keep the stock price high because so many people are loaded up on those contracts. So, yeah. Okay. Where am I? What was I doing? Oh, yeah. There. Oh, crap. Forgot to turn off that. Oh, there you go. Second intro. There you go. There, your second intro, Prince, just happened. Yay. Now check in. 4,792. What? Artemis. Oh, my goodness. Eric Johns. Where'd you go, Eric Jones? There you are. 501. Holy crap. $4,792. We're closing on 5,000, monkey. And we can still go for an hour or close to it if we need to. Right? Set that record. Eric Johns is kicking butt. Eric Johns likes Toys for Tots, apparently. Thank you, MVP, Eric Johns. You're definitely going to be, odds are you're going to be winning one of these things. I think we're at the point, because I normally do $1,000, and every $500 above that, I do another raffle. So we are at we're at seven extra things to raffle off. So we might be doing 8 raffles at this point. Holy smokes. Right? You want Eric Johns is feeding you today, monkey. You're getting well fed. That's what's happening. Come here. Get up here. Come on. Show me that pretty face. Oh, get in there. Oh, nom. Oh, you dropped it. You gotta get back up here again. Come on. You're so dainty. You gotta hold it. There you go. Eric Johns, a champion of Toys for Tots. They need to give you like a Toys for Tots statue. Okay. Cali Bowl, hope they make an announcement tomorrow. Earnings always is a big nothing burger. Oh yeah, earnings is always a big. They go like, these are earnings, and then the shorts hammer it down like nobody's business. But I think with the interest on all their cash is that they're going to be posting profits every single quarter from this point forward. Dark Reader reinstall. I might have to do Dark Reader reinstall. Yes. So, yes, Jay. Greg, 2124. What causes wind to blow? Oh, and rain. What causes it to rain? Happy birthday. Wind blows because of the desire of air to get from here to there. It's all just personal, emotional response by the wind. No, hot air. The sun comes out, warms the air, and the air rises. And as it rises, because it's warm, right? Other air has to come in from somewhere, right? So it comes from a high pressure system in. The air rises, it rains, right? Air condenses, it rains. But air, when it gets to the upper atmosphere, continues with jet streams and whatnot, and then it gets to a point where it cools and descends, making that high pressure system. So then the wind comes back, that's trade winds, and you make this cycle. Cools, comes down, warms again, all across the planet. So there you go. And right now, what we've had happening in the Pacific, bringing up Google Earth again. Oh wait, I just realized I did not turn off the intro. I was about to have a third intro. Whew. Oh, glad I saw that. So right now what we have happening is we have some big low pressures out here coming out of the Gulf of Alaska. We had that bomb cyclone last week. Actually hit us twice here because it just sat offshore. And that's a big old churning monster and has blocked the normal atmospheric river, the jet stream that pours across Seattle all winter long, and has pushed it further south. So that basically the Southern California right now is going to get hit with a monster, very humid Pineapple Express. And they call them Pineapple Expresses because they basically are warm air streams that come from the South Pacific and then work their way up. So it's very, 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 very moisture heavy air. And it's going to be and these storm systems are really long. So they basically go from like the coast of California right now, probably 2,000 miles is the length of this long, skinny storm. And it's just going right in there. So it's just days and days and days worth as it churns at like 12 miles an hour, moving across the Pacific, taking more moisture with it, then hammering Southern California. So tons of rain for Southern California, hopefully some snow up at like Mount Baldy, and tons of snow for the Sierras. And it's all because this low pressure systems, big storms are sitting here forcing the jet stream around and then picking up even more moisture from Hawaii and the South Pacific and bringing it into everybody. So there's weather, baby. Ciz54, new tariffs incoming. Is Trump trying to hurt us or hurt the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency? Seems like a way for Russia to make BRICS happen. Not by being better, but less crappy after U.S. collapse. Yes, that's their entire goal. Curtis Yarvin, the philosophical guru for Saylor, Thiel, Sachs, J.D. Vance, those guys, Elon, they want to collapse the U.S. dollar. Yarvin writes about it. He's like, we need to kill the dollar and make Bitcoin the reserve currency. So all these guys, they've done nothing but buy up crypto and Bitcoin, and they're sitting on 97% of it so that they can crash the US dollar and own everyone and everything. That's their goal. And they got JD Vance in there as a VP pick. JD Vance is doing all the vetting and interviewing for all the cabinet positions. You haven't seen much of him because he's been sitting in a room interviewing people to see which ones will help them enact their ability to create a techno monarchy where they own everything. Yay! Because when you collapse the dollar and you force everyone on Bitcoin, you can turn the entire United States into sweatshops, just like in China. Because people will be so desperate, they will do anything to keep food in their mouth and a roof over their heads. So that's what you voted for, everybody. So get used to it. That's why we need to make our nut now. And GTFO, probably. Don't see Shadem. How would we prepare for the tariffs? What should we stock up on? Tropical fruits? I'm not sure how long those keep, but probably some tropical fruits, avocados, anything that comes from anywhere, really. if you need to make large purchases, such as a computer, you're going to want to do that now. TV, appliances, washing machines, microwaves, refrigerators, you know, some of them are made in the US. You can get your Maytags and things, but some of them are, you know, Samsung or LG, and they might come from like Korea and stuff. So you may want to load up on those big purchases now because they're going to cost you twice as much in a year. So think about that. Those are probably things you want to do. Just made me toilet paper. Duh. Hope Merchant, can you vacuum in a vacuum? No, you cannot. Low B, $100 to the Tots for these impressions. Okay, buddy. Hello. Okay, buddy. Have you ever seen the Venn diagram of Hey, buddy? Of like consoling a child, saying hi to a dog, starting a fight. It's one of my favorite Venn diagrams. Fat cat wants some love. Fat cat always wants some love. But you know what? We got this little pancake cat here. You're not fat at all, but you will be because I see you eat. Yes. She is so sweet when she's asleep. When she's awake is a problem. Josh Pet Pals, Tennessee. Yes, improv. Josh does improv. He does some great improv. So if you're ever in Tennessee and he's doing a show, go watch Josh do a show. I've seen his clips. He also does puppetry. They're very good. Okay, buddy. Says, hey, Houston. I'm the artist formerly known as Trey Spider. I'm now him. Okay, buddy. How's Big Dog? I don't know how Big Dog is. I might not see Big Dog until Christmas because we're not doing Thanksgiving at my sister's house this year. So I guess I'll know how Big Dog's doing at Christmas time. My guess is he's skinny, full of anxiety. Those are the things that I bet he is. Not a moth. Do I need to start doom prepping for the next 4 years? Canned food, etc.? Probably not a bad idea. It's probably things to stock up on is a couple weeks worth of food, namely because we will see an avian flu pandemic. That's the writing's on the wall. It is coming. And it has a very high mortality rate, also means it has a high disability rate, which means the entire world's going to shut down again. And it's going to be way more brutal this time. So I guess, yeah, you're going to want to load up on some canned foods, putting stuff in the freezer. Get yourself a freezer chest. Like I got one this summer. Put a lot of food in there. Every time you go to the grocery store, just buy a little extra at the moment. Because we're probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months from reasonable human to human transmission of bird flu. Like each time a person gets infected, they do a genetic analysis of it and like, oh, this gain of function is formed. So we're starting to see the gain of functions for human transmission. I'm a transing human. Transmission happening, and I would definitely start keeping a little extra. Have an extra bunch of cans in the pantry. Have a bunch of frozen things in the freezer, and just prepare yourself for that. I bought a whole bunch of food and things pre-COVID because I saw it coming really early. I was in Switzerland in January 2020 as it was popping up, and they were all worried because people from Wuhan were at the WEF when I was in Switzerland, and they're worried that it was spreading then. And by the time I left Switzerland, that was like January 29th, I think, 2020. They had people with masks doing temperature beeps everywhere in the airport in Switzerland. They were a month ahead of everyone in the US. And I landed. The first thing I did was I bought a year's worth of toilet paper. That was the first purchase I made. I went out, bought a year's worth of toilet paper on like January 30th, 2020, a month ahead of everyone else. And then I loaded up on, I think I had like a month's worth of food. Basically all canned food and soups and things like that can store. Because I figured at some point they're going to shut everything down, and even grocery stores and stuff if it came to it. We ended up not shutting down grocery stores. They just, put the 6-foot distancing, made everyone wear masks, do that. That might be what happens again, but it seems like bird flu is so fatal. I mean, the 52% fatality rate so far for bird flu infections. 52%. Can you imagine what society would be like if we lost a quarter to half of the population to something like that? It would be medieval Black Plague Europe. That'd be wealth transfer, because you'd have wealthy people dying, homes abandoned, and folks just moving in, right? That's what happened to a lot of nobility, is that folks were just like, well, that manor's empty, I'm going to be the baron now. And they moved in, and they took over. So that is regime change death levels. And remember, we have a 78-year-old overweight, really unhealthy president. So prepare, not just to lose presidents, not just to lose monarchs and dictators and everyone else who is not prepared for this thing, but you will lose a lot of the knowledge base, especially if this is something that affects older people like COVID did. You might lose a lot of knowledge base and know-how. So yeah, be prepared. Be prepared. Get that food ready, because it's coming, and we're gonna have the worst possible administration in charge again, with a man who doesn't believe in vaccines in charge of HHS. Like they want to stop disease research in general. They put an 8-year moratorium on disease research in general, which will mean no funding at all for doing things like vaccines. We have what could be the deadliest pandemic since the indigenous people of the Americas were introduced to European viruses, where 90% of the population was wiped out. We have not had a pandemic like this in a very long time. We got to hope that as it does gain a function, that it somehow becomes less deadly to people. So maybe we'll have a 5 to 10% death rate. That's still, 1 in 10, 1 in 20 dying. So yeah, be prepared. That movie Contagion is basically what this is about. So yeah, get the extra food if you can. Okay, buddy. Hey, Houston, what kind of computer did you get? What specs? Oh, I think I talked about that a little earlier. I just got an iBuyPower off Amazon because it was a Black Friday deal. It's a i7, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 4060 Ti video card. And I think that's, solid state. Got a terabyte solid state drive, and then I've got like 6 terabytes of other drives I got to put in there and get it ready for. But I'm waiting for various adapters and whatnot to come. Carson Nickel, what are your thoughts on the new Texas exchange being opened up next year by BlackRock and Citadel, and its implications for double listings? If Citadel has anything to do with it, crime. So I'm not sure exactly how the crimes are going to manifest, but expect spoofing, expect high frequency trading in the order of magnitudes you've never seen before. Crime, naked short selling, the works. It's going to be a shit show. Don't see shade him. The secret stock in the Nvidia killer unlocking the $100 trillion AI boon is GSIT. GSIT. GSI Technology. $3.05 right now. Secret stock and Nvidia killer unlocking. So what do? Are they? What's your job, GSIT? What do you do? GSI Technology. Okay, this just gives me stock prices. GSIT. Wikipedia? You'll tell me. Oops. GSI, Science Technology Business Organization, GSI Common Stock, GSI Technology. Okay, disruptive solution for general AI and generative AI and vector search. So they do AI stuff. What is their AI stuff? Vector search, pharmaceutical. Okay. About. What's that about? About GSI. Boom. Revolutionary Memory Solutions, GSI Technology. We're forefront of driving AI revolution and beyond. As pioneers in the semiconductor industry, we bring you an unrivaled combination of cutting-edge SRAM technology and AI solutions. Our high-performance SRAMs, available in a radiation-hardened format and most demanding environments, set new benchmarks for performance, efficiency, and resilience. Okay, so these guys are building chips. APU customer interest. So they list a whole bunch of companies that have interest in them, but are they buying their chips? Radiation hardening is important, especially for aerospace industries, Boeing, Lockheed, NASA. So they're just building the chips. They're also building the environments that do the generative AI. So we got generative AI here. GSI's in-memory computing APU technology. APUs are going to be the next big thing. Effectively processing, incredible, rapidly searching billions of documents, retrieve relevant information within milliseconds, extends flexibility, large gauge language models. So is this going to be these chips are going to be the NVIDIA killer, you say, Don? Well, at $3 a share, that's a pretty decent price, right? Where are we? There we go, 305. What's it been year to date? Got a spike at 540. Recent spikes at around 4, not quite 4. So they need to start doing the program that NVIDIA does by giving chips to people or lending them money so they buy your chips, and then you report huge sales, and then your stock goes to the roof, right? Nabababon says, whoa. After our big $1,001 anonymous donation. Millen Hurt, $150. Malin. I still have to send your dish towels. Jay Geyser. Boom. Where are we? We're still 4,700 and change. We're at 4,900. 4,962. We are so close to crossing the $5,000 barrier. It's pretty good. Second highest we've ever raised so far. We're still 3,000 and change from our record. 3,051 from our record. But we got. I could do this for another hour, or not for another hour, another 30 minutes, 34 minutes. We can get there, right? Well, Toys for Tots. Merry Christmas, everybody. Does you shit him? In Porter Stansberry's The Final Frontier, NVIDIA's secret partners are ARM, ASML, and TSM. Noted. And GSIT is pretty cheap. Yes. Mark Wood, Houston for President 2028. Let's do it. Turkish, where's the money, Wadowski? It's coming, man. It's coming. We've got the volatility is back, baby. It's happening. Oh, here we go. Dr. G78 got in there. DRG78. Bam. Low B gets in there again. Boom. 5,162. I think that's treat worthy, right? Do another ear. Does that work for you? Another crunchy one. Come on up. But since you got kicked off your bed by a kitten as well. It was my fault I threw her in there. Well, she's so adorable. She's so adorable on there. Yes, you are. You're so adorable. Oh, adjust yourself. Yes. Oh, you're doing, sweetie. Eric Johns, Houston, I believe last year Toys for Tots was close to 8K. Keep up the good work. You asked for the dollar. I sent 1,001. Give Monkey a treat for me. She just got one. We did 8,409. That was our record last year. We're at 5,162. So, if not a record, the second best turnout for Charity Tuesday ever so far. And I might as well put that. You did anonymous, but I will put the 1,001 in there. Motley Fool's latest ads. America running out of power. Secret stocks are LECO, EQT, BWXT. You're welcome. Okay. June Castro Eric is really Santa Claus. Tom Zaki says, Eric's a legend. Rose Moon, you're making me feel jolly. Don C. Shivs, hit the like. Antonio Baez, present this plus 100. Chris Taylor, bingo. Olga Nazwatsky, everyone made $1 million yet with this week's options? We're trying. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're trying, Olga. Kelly Reed, Justin Trudeau announced the plan to give... Oh, did that one already. You did that one earlier. Cream the Crop says, bravo. Tony Baez, play a Toys for Toys video. I don't even know what that is. Toys for Toys? Is that a band? 321 to the moon. BBIO just got FDA approved. Price tag is $54. What up with No Labs? BBIO. BBIO. FDA approval. FDA for its pipeline candidate acromatidis treatment of adults with transthyretin amyloidosis cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM to reduce cardiovascular death and cardiovascular-related hospitalization. The candidate has been approved under the brand name Atrubi. That is a mouthful. So, looks like that what their stock do. BBIO share price. Well, it went from here. It was at 30.23, gets approval, rocket up to 32, 30.25, is now settling out at about 25-ish, 26, 25. There you go. That's the type of rocket I want from approval. Boom. So some sort of cardiomyopathy, blah, 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 blah drug. Neat. I don't know when BBY is going to be doing theirs, though. There's a device. Those go through a different system. It's usually much quicker because a lot of times you can provide all of your independent research and they just go, review, good enough for us, boop. So, someday. Jay Geyser. So, Dark Reader and 3 little words set up on new computer. Also, ask for a retail trader reform bill of rights so we can put up the board. As in, we got 11, we come up with another. Yes. I had done a post months ago on the Reddit subreddit with the retail bill of rights. I should probably do a new one since it's been lost in the sea of bots and things that have taken over. I want to thank people who are jumping in there and doing modding for me. I think we have like 35,000 comments that have been flagged. So it'll never be complete. That's one of those jobs that'll just last forever. It's like seeing the email where you're just like, oh, huh. Mr. E-Machine, am I an asshole for telling my mom to make sure that she doesn't have any money on in NVIDIA right now? No, I think if you made your nut in NVIDIA, it's a good place to be. Bad times are coming. That's the way I think it's going to happen with NVIDIA. Video guy first. Very well. What's up, buddy? On Family Guy. Oh, what's up, BBBY on Family Guy? Yeah, they made a joke about Sue Gov, I believe, on Family Guy. Where they're like, the CEO of Bed Bath wrote her name on a bathroom mirror or something, and then, oh my God, Sue Gov. So, yeah, weird things. George T, crypto pumping, and it will continue. Maybe. Olga's reiterating release date for GME earnings is December 10th. George T, XRP, XLM, are those pumping right now? XRT price. XRP, not XRT. Right? XRP. I always do XRT for some reason because that is the ETF. Well, it got a big pump up to like $1 and change. What? 153 was its close price, and now we're sitting at 139. So again, like XRP is never meant to be super volatile. It's never meant to go to like $10,000. It's a bank-to-bank transfer protocol. So it being back up to $1.50, that's, pretty decent. I think it's more deserved than where it was at like 40, 50 cents earlier. What's XLM price doing? XLM's at 43 cents. Got up to 60 and it's kind of flattened out. Vizio Guy says, give to everyone else. I got too much crap laying around. Okay, so Vizio Guy will be... Where did I put Vizio Guy? Vizio Guy. There's Vizio Guy. Put a star next to Vizio Guy, a star next to Lobi, and we'll figure out how to redistribute the wealth, comrade. Okay. Jake Guys, your RFK sounds more like Reverend Jim. Chris Taylor, China's cure for type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is the gulag, no. That's one way to lose weight. Don Tatum says hit the like button. Eric Johns is MVP, says Cran Green. Yes. Nidwin, why is president immune to criminal stuff? I don't think they should be. I think if your president commits crimes, you put cuffs on them and you throw their ass in jail. Because I don't want criminals as president, personally. Just made me because some DOJ staff wrote a memo in 1973. That's it. It's true. The DOJ staff wrote a memo basically creating a mission statement as it were for the DOJ, being like, we just won't investigate and charge a sitting president. That's it. Because they knew that Nixon was going to go to prison if they had done that. Rose Moon likes what she saw of Eric Johns. Oh crap, there's a reset again. Don C. Shatum. In 2029, he'll still be president because he will have convinced his cult that the Constitution is woke and needs to go, and Americans that are dumb, Americans are that dumb, they'll piss on the Constitution for him. They will. They will gladly do it because we have a lot of stupid people in this country. So many. Rosemoon, on another note, where's Monkey Butt coin or Fat Cat coin? Do you want to be your own meme stock coin? I have the Problemo coins stuck in my wallet forever because I can't afford to ever bring them to... What I need is a little bit of MOAS, and I can bring the Problemo coin. I can stake it to a swap exchange of some kind and then get it listed somewhere. My goal was to give everybody on the Patreon Problemo coins, but I couldn't afford to do that because it was going to cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to distribute it, even though it doesn't have any value. It's like, I want to give you 5,000 of these coins that have no value. Oh, that's going to cost me $250 in Ethereum to do that. Cool. Nice gas fee you got there. So they've been sitting in a wallet for 3.5 years, and I don't know what else to do with that. Just Mammy, termed out. I don't know what that means. Jason Blackwell, I don't know. A Wawa goblet sounds like a sexual euphemism. She's got herself a real Wawa goblet on her. Midwin, Russia had terms, the word being used to... does not complete. 54. So, does anyone want to start a space company post-MOAS? A la old Boeing engineering firm. All nerds, all the time. Turn MOAS bucks into moon mining bucks. Works for me. Ophelia Kami, things I learned. You're cute. Oh. I'm cuter when we're raising money for charity. That's what it comes down to. And we are still at $5,162. So you have 23 minutes to help us raise $3,000 to crush the record. Do you guys have any of the 233 of you watching right now? What's that come out to? If I do 233, I do $3,000, 3,000 divided by 233 mean, oops, no, that's multiplication. I did that wrong. 3,000 divided by 233 means $12.87. So if every single one of you watching right now were to donate $13, we would set a new record. $13. All I'm asking from you today is $13 to help some kids get a PlayStation game under the tree. Or I don't know what toys the kids want these days. Darren Saunders gets in there. He's helping out. He donated 30, so he cut down on what the other 232 of you need to donate. So, Darren Saunders, boom, $5,192, almost $5,200, monkey. When you hear me talk excited like this, your eyes pop out of your head because you know there's like a TREAT coming, right? Yes. So, here we go. Rose Moon, I'll be honest, I don't have that much on me. Well, Rose, Darren just donated for you, so Darren took care of Rose Moon's chunk for those donations. And as the minute I said that, I just lost 30 viewers. They're like, I'm out. But we're helping the kids. We're helping the kids. Eric Johns, let's go, everybody. 8,409 in last year's to beat. A number to beat. Collectively, I know we can do this. I think we can. See, there we go. Alex Bishop. Alex Bishop gets in there again with some Canadian change. Alex Bishop was on this page. There we go. Another 20 Canadian. So 5,206, right? So $3,803 will meet our, $2,803 will meet our total from last year. We got 21 minutes to do it, monkey. Black Udon. Oh no, I hope that i7 doesn't die. Make sure to get all motherboard updates, Mr. Wade. I'm doing all the BIOS updates. It's liquid cooled, so I don't think I have to worry about heating and cracking. Actually, this was crazy. This computer actually cools off the room. It pushes so much air. It's weird. The old computer, it was like I could warm up the second floor with it. This one is actually it's cooler in here as a result of that computer going on. It's very strange. It's a liquid cooled graphics card and a liquid cooled processor. So wild. Michael Mystery, I'm sending you a shipping label printer with other stuff after TG if you don't get your old packages before then. Okay. Excellent. Michael Mystery coming up with always the best gifts. Actually, I found a Michael Mystery shirt that I'd not worn yet. I had a big pile of things. I've been trying to clean the room to the office to get things ready, and I found a shirt I hadn't worn. It's an amazing shirt. So when Shiny Shirt Week is over, it'll be the first shirt I wear. Right, Monkey? Only have 12 more days of Shiny Shirt Week. Longest week of the year. Oh, here we go. Prontal got in there. All right, Prontal's in there. Sold Out. Still a good name. Great name for a band. And Michael Mystery is in there as well. Michael Mystery donating money and donating to the prizes of our Charity Tuesday here. Boom. $5,346 for Toys for Tots. You guys are so rad. Right? I think that deserves a treat. I think that deserves another Costco cookie, huh? Costco Nuggie time? You know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't done one of these. Haven't done that in a while. Put that right there. Close that bag. Put that up there. You know it's coming. Okay, turn that off. Don't want to do that again. Get up here. Come on. Yes. Oh, it's so good. You can do some sort of fat dog. Fat dog for midterms. Okay. B Dizzle just bought both my kids' new computers for Xmas for that reason. See? It needed an upgrade, man. It 9 years old. It was 2000. I think it was like spring 2016, so it's almost 9 years old. Civ 54 isn't BTC as a currency stupid, considering it's capped at 21 million, and some laymen can just delete it by losing a hard drive. Yes, it's really dumb. But, if you want to launder money, you want to rob people, hold them for ransom, it's a great thing for it. Avocados says before, I'm down with that. I would like to suggest that we put all the guys who testified against Boeing on the board, at least all the ones that are still alive. Oh, wait, am I missing a Sys 54 Boeing thing? I have it on live chat. I do not see. Huh, weird. Okay. Oh, for the space company. I get it. All right. Versus hell yeah, imagine all the best scientists working under one roof. Oh man, more excited by that than MOAS. Just catapult us into a future science world. I would hope so. Turkish, Houston, put a stop to gain of function. Yeah, the gain of function research, which is tells us when viruses will become something that can kill us. Ugh. MNBV. What kind of stocks to buy when the flu hits? Back to Zoom. Everyone's buying Zoom stocks. Biotech stocks, probably shipping stocks, maybe, because the price of cargo will be so expensive. I think biotech and Zoom were the big ones last time, right? You bought those, lead up, they announced things, price went through the roof, and then you sold, and then everything dropped back down again. Because I'm looking at QSI right now. How funny, really cool stuff. Oh, GSI, that's what I meant. Okay. Mail and hurt. All good. Yay. Dish towels. Yeah, we gave away a drone and we gave away dish towels last month. Avocados, I wonder how long bacon lasts in the freezer. I really need to survive all I need to survive another pandemic. I think you can just throw bacon in the freezer and just last. It's so fatty. Why not? Fabrizio is plopping in here. Oh my God, 5K raised. Good job. I know. $5,366. So Dig Dug Doink just got in here as well. Dig Dug Doink. Boom. $5,366. We're, for a number 2 best day ever in raising money for charity, pretty good. $5,366. I'll take it. I'm pretty satisfied. I think this pushes us over $100,000 in charity raised so far among Charity Tuesdays. I still need to go through and do the math on all that. But yeah, that's look at us, right? Charity Tuesdaying it up. I'm gonna do the math on how much we raised and just make a spreadsheet, because I've just like kind of been doing rough tally in my head. I think we're over $100,000 now for charity. You guys are awesome. Season 4, is the Federal Reserve that powerless to stop an attack on the US dollar as a reserve currency? I would think the real powers at B would be more powerful than a redacted billionaire and failed crony. I think that's one reason why Jay Powell's refusing to step down, is because if Trump's able to appoint somebody who wants to destroy the US dollar, then the Fed, it's going to make it much, much easier for them to do that. So yeah. Reaching the call there. Alice Bishop says, check out Joseph Bloor, one of the founding fathers of Toronto City. RFK vibes. Okay, Joseph Bloor. Word. Oh my goodness. Craig Reeves getting in here. This might be our largest Canadian donation ever. I think that's the highest Canadian donation I've ever had. Boom. Okay. 5,509. So we're 2,000? Yeah. $2,900 away. Is that right? Is that the math right? 2,000. Yeah, I think that's right. Equal, yeah, $2,900 away. So that means there's 236 of you watching. So divided by 236, $12.28 is what I need out of all of you. $12.28 for everybody watching, and we can break the record, or at least we'll meet the record. So $13. $13 and we'll break it. Can you do that? Can we set a record in the next 13 minutes? $13 each, and we will break the record. Break it. Dig Dug Doink. Damn. Turkish. J Powell's cute cuntiness parallels that of Gary Gensler. Dig Dug Doink likes Craig's donation. Craig leaves Ghost of Adobe Walls. Yes. Chris Taylor does 13 donations. So we got Chris Taylor's taking care of someone else's 13. Where did Chris Taylor's original one go? Had you... Which Chris Taylor's up here. There we go. Boom. Sold out. Threw another 20 in there. Fantastic. 55.42. Damn. Skip work and go into overtime, Houston. I would love to skip work and go into overtime, but until we get a MOAS, I still have to report to duty. Right? Maybe by Christmas we can be done if the volatility comes right, and then I'll be home all the time, just like during the pandemic. Monkey, it'll be your favorite thing in the entire world. We'll do nothing but go for walks. We'll just spend every day walking, sniffing things, wrestling with our dogs at the park. It'll be a great time for everybody. Ginger Rogers got in there. Nice. Ginger Rods with a D. It is with a D. Rogers. Boom. Fred Jones. In there with a $5. Fantastic. 5,560. 11 minutes to go. Oh my. Oh my. We're climbing, man. We're climbing. 2,800 and change. That's what we need in 11 minutes. Ginger Rogers, love your vibe, friend. Well, thank you. Cherry Tuesday is great. Maybe I can do a call out on social media here. I gotta click that to get the link. Boom. And then I gotta go to the Blue Sky. So we do shout outs. I don't post on Twitter anymore, so I won't be getting people from there. Charity Tuesday over $5,500 raised for Toys for Tots. Get in here. Let's set a record. Boom. I also need to spell Tuesday correctly. There's an E in there. There we go. Post. Shabam. And we're doing it. We're doing it, monkey. We're doing it. That's like, there's the old joke. What's a redneck's last words? Hey, check this out. Or you can do like, hold my beer. And what's the last thing he hears before he dies? You're doing it. Avocado treats for monkey, hugs for chalupa and kitten. Well, the kitten's right there, just a little mop on the ground. More treats for monkey. We might as well. We're at $5,000 something. Might as well give you another pig ear, right? I'm not sure if can you overdose on these things? Can you have too many pig ears in a day? I can't forget it. There you go. Take that crunchy little bugger. Might as well give you all the treats because we may not crush a record, but we're definitely in the holiday spirit for sure. We've got high volatility week of GME happening. We got people saving up to do their donations for the end of the year, and here we are. So, maybe we'll set a record for St. Jude's. Maybe we'll pass the record on St. Jude's at the end of December. When is Charity Tuesday in December this year? That's November. December Charity Tuesday is New Year's Eve. Does that mean I should do a New Year's Eve show? Ooh. Normally I do my New Year's Eve little live show where I eat something weird I've never had before. By something weird, I mean like normal food some child was fed when they got home from school. Yeah. So, all right, New Year's Eve this year. Tuxedo and bow tie show, perhaps? Or a tuxedo t-shirt show. All right. Avocados getting in there with her share. I am running out of room to write this stuff on. Avocados. I'll put avocados sideways here. Avocados. Bam. All right. So we're at 5,000. Where are we? $5,575. That's pretty round number there. MS made it. Woo! Will donate when not driving. Yay for Toys Tots. Okay, so MS will give us one of those after show donations, which are perfectly cool. Everyone who's watching this at home, recorded later, you can still donate. Hit the button somewhere on the side of the screen, below it, to the side of it. I'm not sure where, and donate. And perhaps when I wake up tomorrow, we'll have so many donations that we will have set the record by the time I get ready to do another show. If I can do another show tomorrow. The Thanksgiving stuff, things are getting busy. I'll see where I can fit one in. Okay. Dig Dug Doink, you switched over to Blue Sky, Houston? Yes, I did. I still have Twitter so I can get DMs from people who have not made the move yet. But I don't see myself ever posting a tweet ever again on Twitter. So you'll find me doing my regular social media over on Blue Sky. They've gotten 20 million users in the last couple of weeks since Elon basically has put a kibosh on the ability of breaking news to spread. So if you're posting news articles, their algorithm is squashing it because Captain Free Speech is all about that, right? I just don't want to make that dude any money anymore. I don't want his greedy little paws on anything. Like he's, you know, The Onion purchased Alex Jones' InfoWars company at auction, right? Elon is trying to stop the transfer of the InfoWars Twitter handle, claiming in court that he owns the InfoWars Twitter handle. So, yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck Alex Jones, right? Just, why do people have to spend so much time being absolutely awful? I mean, did you see that Errol Musk, Elon's dad, is basically like, good on you, son. It's about time you admitted your heritage as a Nazi. Because he talked about how his maternal grandparents left Canada because they were white supremacist Nazis and moved to South Africa because they approved of apartheid. And that's like the family tradition. And that Elon wanted to like get so far from being accused as being an apartheid guy that he was pretending for so long to not be one, and now he's like embracing it. And yeah, so when I referred to Elon Musk as a white supremacist, ta-da! Even his own father agrees when he's not screwing Elon's sister, stepsister, I guess. But still, like, I don't want to support it. I don't want to support it. And over on Blue Sky, all the good shit posters are over there posting really hilarious things. And you don't have the trolls, the little racists jumping in, the groypers. All those guys are nowhere to be found. And it's really, really pleasant. So there we go. 5 more minutes. What can we donate in 5 minutes? We're at $5,575 for Toys for Tots. What do you think, Monkey? Kitten? Anybody? You got any cash on you, Monkey? Digger Doink, yeah, I saw that. So you can lay claim to anybody's Twitter account, which is BS. Yep. Says before Elon wants to buy MSNBC, how do we stop oligarchs from owning all of our media? Guillotines. That's it. Digger Doink, Elon's a chode. Understatement. Yeah. This administration is going to basically, they're trying to eliminate the right to unionize. And what the rich don't understand is that when people don't have the right to unionize, they instead murder their masters. Now, if you guys remember, back in the day, you know, homes with factory owners were blown up with the factory owners inside. They were dragged out of their homes and beaten to death in front of their children. So when you don't allow them to unionize, you don't allow them the ability to collectively bargain for better pay and hours and benefits and things, and you eliminate their ability to better their lives for themselves as workers, then they just start killing. And so got to figure out some self-preservation in there at some point. Because if you make it so these people are so desperate that their only option is to drag you out of your house and murder you in front of your family, then that's what workers are going to do. And that's what it's going to come down to. So, weigh that one against other things. You're going to be paying so much money for security, you're going to wish you had allowed collective bargaining. Dig Dug Doink, getting in there again. So we're at 5,595. Whoo, baby. All right, 3 minutes to go. Avocados is out of here saying good night. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone celebrating. Hope everyone enjoys a hot gobbler. Nom 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 nom. Cheers, Mammy. Rudy Giuliani on line 1 needs Charity Tuesday, says. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani is destitute. Lost his car, lost his house. His bank accounts are drained. He lost all his jewelry, his watches, his World Series rings. Aw, shucks. Well, Rudy, I hope you paid into Social Security pretty well. And you can drive a ship box. You can go get a car. If you go get a car that's worth less than $5,000, you can drive that around. Because they're not allowed legally to take a car that's worth more than $5,000. So you can do that. You can get yourself a beater. You can drive around that. Like you can get yourself like a 2016 Nissan Versa. They'll get you around just fine. They'll might have a janky CVT transmission, but you know what? Those RPMs are always at 2,000. So there you go. Don't get over 6,000. Oh, we got 2 minutes 2 minutes to do $405 to get us over 6,000. That'd be pretty fantastic. So I'll take a swig of water while I wait. 64, not freedom advice, but I'm stocking up on ammo. It tends to spike with every new presidency. Buy cheap now, sell later, in my opinion. Roger Stone did write a letter to Donald Trump. They basically said, now that we've won this election, we need to do something about gun ownership amongst people we don't like. So, it's giving off pre-Crystal Knock vibes. So, Medical Mystery, I don't need to be eligible for a gift. That's good. That's a good thing to know. I don't need to send things back to you again. That seems like... Put a star next to Michael Mystery and Vizio Guy and Low B, and we will figure out a way to redistribute those donations there. Okay. Talking about potatoes for the spud gun. Shabbat Shalom, warm milky cum facials. Oh my goodness, are the hot boys and girls coming back here? Fantastic. All right. Well, we're almost there, almost a minute in. Shabbat Shalom, putting things in there like that, you should probably donate to Charity Tuesday, because then, we don't care what you post. 64, Pam Bondi said, take guns now, due process later. Trump's answer, good. Yeah, that's true. She did say that. And sold out. Get in here again. Boom, where were you sold out? You're right there. Bam, we're over 5,600. So 5,615, and I've got to go. That's it, folks. 2.5 hours of Charity Tuesday. We raised $5,615. Probably more to come later. I want to thank everybody for making this the second most successful Charity Tuesday of all time. I am sure if we get ourselves a little MOAS action, we will crush this record, and we'll make it a good charity so that we can fund an entire year's worth of work for them or something. But I want to thank you all again for getting in here, for donating, for giving your time and energy and effort and hard work, and helping us just kick ass, right, Monkey? And you get all the treats, so you're happy. Cat, she's slept through the entire thing. She has no idea what's going on. So yeah, there we go. Fabrizio, but I just got here, Houston. I'm sorry, Fabrizio. You have to go back. You have to go back and watch from the beginning, I guess. But what we do get to have is we get to watch Alexander K's fantastic Toys for Tots intro once more as an outro. Ready? 1, 2, 3, bam.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, everybody. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to try and figure out if I can do a show sometime tomorrow. I'll see you then. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for donating. $5,615. Rad. Way to go. It's cool, right, Monkey? Yeah. All right. See you guys possibly tomorrow.